Hey guys, Matt Bishop here for PopCultureMadness.com. We are backstage at the Tower Theater, the legendary Tower Theater in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, and I am sitting here with Ray Luzier of Korn.
Nice.
Drums of Korn. Ray, what's going on, man?
Chilling. Crazy party back here, huh?
Oh, it's wild. Listen.
You hear the crickets?
Oh my God, that's insane. You guys are on tour now. You guys just got back from Vegas not too long ago. You guys headlined the 48 Hours Festival, closed it out. First ever festival like that out in Vegas. Talk to me a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, it was a trip. I was like, where are we going to play outside in Vegas, you know? And it was literally, I'm looking at the MGM, the Luxor, and it was just bizarre outside. But yeah, it was like 20,000 people, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I was out there. It was awesome. Talk to me a little bit about how you guys are transitioning into this tour. I know you guys are kind of doing some different things. You know, it's not really like a typical Korn show. How are you guys changing it up?
No, well, it's quite different than the last set list. You know, This is next year will be 20-year anniversary for Korn. You know, I've been in 4 now, and it's awesome to have such a catalog to play from. You know, but it's also cool to venture off and to write new music and bring new ideas and new concepts and really play with open minds. A lot of bands are like honed in on this is what we do, and we're going to put out another version of what we do. And Korn's never been about that. You know, look what the first album did to the '90s. You know what I mean? It messed everybody up when that came out. And you first heard the riff of Blind, you were like, "What is this?" It just stopped everything in its tracks. So that's what, you know, Jonathan got into the dubstep concept over a year ago and kept bringing the songs into us, and we were just blown away every time. And the first tune he brought in, and he wrote words to Get Up, it was just like, we were all like, wow, this is amazing. So that turned into 12, 13 tunes, and now it's our new record. We're playing a bunch of them on this new tour, like 5 songs, and we're also doing some surprises from the really old catalog and even a demo version of something. So, and then of course the hits at the end. So it's a pretty cool show put together right now.
You guys mentioned that, you know, about kind of the new record a little bit, your new sound. You guys are kind of moving in, working with a lot of people like, you know, Skrillex and people in the dubstep genre. How was the writing process for the new record different than the last record?
Well, it was very different because Korn 3, Remember Who You Are, we were all in a really tiny room, you know, just all 4 of us with the original producer, Ross Robinson, just hacking away, you know, writing a riff and then recording it, like completely raw, organic, you know, and no machines. And this was quite different. The writing just happened from the dubstep artist bringing the songs in, and then Jonathan would write to them and then would put our stamps on them. Like, I'd go in and play drums, but it would be, we weren't all in the same room. Like, Jonathan would do a vocal in Korea, I'd play drums backstage in Ohio. Like, it was just, it was bizarre. Like, the album was just progressively done over a period of time. It wasn't like we stopped touring for 3 months and went in. So that's quite different than the last one, you know. But you know what, at the end of the day, this one's way different. It's like it is machines involved. There's very structured sounds. The drums are massive, and there's a lot of programming going on. You know, a lot of the dubstep artists make these just the most bizarre sounds, you know, and it's cool to hear Monkey and Fieldy play over top of that. And you know, and John, of course, no one sings like Jonathan. So
yeah. Do you guys think this is going to kind of be, you know, a landmark record, not necessarily just for Korn, but for the whole kind of hard rock and metal genre as a whole?
I think so. I mean, I'm already getting emails. I was telling somebody earlier from like Skrillex fans that don't really know Korn at all. They're like, I never even really heard Korn, but I'm a huge fan of you guys now because of that song. So it's cool to see 16, 17-year-old kids writing us, and you know what I mean. And
yeah.
So and the diehard fans were tripping because they were kind of like, we didn't want to like it, but we heard the 2 singles and we love it. Yeah. So that's always cool that people are listening with open minds and willing to take something else in. And I think it's good to grow like that and branch out, you know. So
you mentioned earlier that Korn is coming up on 20 years, and being a part of this band, you know, kind of when you take a step back and look at what this band has done as a whole, and, you know, being a large part of that, what thoughts come to mind?
That's a big question. It's for someone like me, you know, I've worked very hard to get, you know, it's the members of Korn, the 5 core, you know, obviously it wasn't for them 5, I wouldn't be sitting here, you know. So it's to break through and have that such an original sound, you know, and not copy another band and not care about what's going on. Just do what you do. That's playing from the heart and with balls and just doing what you do. That's what I'm a huge fan of, you know. But me making a living playing music, I've had to do cover bands to, you know, I played 8 years with David Lee Roth. I played with Army of Anyone, tons of national bands. Jakey Lee from Ozzy Osbourne. I've done tour after tour and had a lot of failed original bands, and so I had a rough path getting to where I'm at, you know. So I'm really appreciative for this band and being a part of the legacy. And what was the question?
I think you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, it's wacky. I mean, I'm honored to be a part of the legacy of this band. Some of the change the paths of so many genres of music, and everyone always asks me, "What are you guys? New metal, metal, rock?" I'm like, Korn is Korn. That's the style to me. There's no really, you can't really put a label on it, you know. So,
dude, that was great. I couldn't have said that better myself.
Yeah, the cue cards were little. I couldn't read now.
I know, right? Hey, fix those. Technical question for you. You guys, obviously, we talked about, you know, Vegas, and it was kind of a big festival-style show, and now we're at a venue like this where it's kind of a smaller, more like a classical theater kind of venue. What is the dynamic change like for you guys as far as, you know, like, you know, your equipment and your rigs and all that, and just, you know, the overall show?
Yeah, it's to me, I love the intimacy more in these kind of venues because nothing escapes. Even the person sitting in the farthest seat, you still feel close to them. You know, we play a lot of big festivals and 60, 70,000 seaters in Europe, and it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome that you can smack a drum or pluck a guitar string and it can project over all those people, and you feed off of each other's energy, and there's nothing like it. But I love these kind of places, and like we started in the House of Blues in Boston, and it's just amazing because it's real tight, but we're bringing full production. We have video screens out there, and we're doing we're not, you know, chinsing on it at all. Where it's like it's a full show, so it's just different, you know, different vibe.
What do you think your most favorite or maybe kind of craziest concert memory is of a Korn show ever?
Of a Korn show? It depends. There's a lot of wacky things that happen on the road. You never know. It's like, but one of the most memorable is probably, you know, like Rock am Ring, playing in front of, you know, 70,000 people, and just watching the wave, like the sound, you know, delay, start from here and watch the wave of people just jumping. It's kind of insane how powerful music is. You know, it's healing. We always get fans coming up to us going, like, your music got us through, you know, got me through so much, and, you know, they had hard times, but, you know, it's more powerful than people think, you know. So that's definitely one of the most memorable, I'd say. But every time we get on stage, we bring it. It's like, you know, it doesn't matter if we're playing in front of a couple hundred or a couple 100,000. It's like we're there to do. This is what we live for, and it's flown in our blood. So, you know.
You guys are out on tour now. You have this run. The new album drops in December. What's the next year or so look like for you guys? What's going on?
Playing, touring, and we just keep going. I mean, somebody asked us in an interview not too long ago, you know, Ozzy was 60 whatever, and Ronnie James Dio was 60 whatever, and all these older people, do you guys see yourselves doing this when you're 60? And we all four said yes. So it was like, that's kind of crazy, because it's weird to think that, but there's no stopping in sight that I can see. I mean, usually people slow down and like, yeah, this is enough of this, but we're so high on the music, and we love writing stuff, and we're always, you know, there's a lot of bands that like get burnt after a while, and you can see it in the show. They're like, they're kind of fizzling out, and maybe you should go do something else.
Kind of up there.
Yeah, and it's like we can't wait to get up there, and just we love it, you know. So as long as you have that passion still flowing, I don't see why should you stop? You know what I mean? It's like if you're not feeling it anymore, and you're just trying to cheat your fans and get their money, it's probably time to go to law school or something. I don't know. You know.
My brother's in law school right now. It's rough, dude. I don't know, man. Drums are more fun, I think.
He's gonna have a solid job though. My career's been like, no. So,
well, I'm sure all the fans are happy that you guys feel that way and that your hearts are still in it. You know, we got here early tonight, and the line was up like 3 blocks up the street waiting to get in here, and that's what it's all about, man.
Yep, absolutely. We appreciate the support from everyone. So,
the last and most important question: is there going to be a drum solo tonight?
Not in this show. There's no drum solo. Sorry to let everyone down.
The one in Vegas was killer, though, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, that was unexpected. Yeah, the encore drum solo. That's there's so much to play in this show tonight that you'll see. It's like, how could you fit a drum solo in this? But but no.
All right. Hey, next time, guys. Yeah. Path of Totality, the new album from Korn, is out in December. Go get it and crank it up!